Arts, culture, music, it's all happening on the First Coast this weekend. And I am joined, as I am each Thursday, by Yaya CARdona. CARdona, why do I always mix that up? It's like the Yaya that throws me off. The Yaya CARdona of Cre8jax. She does not have her little buddy with her today. No Mambo.
Not today. Not
Why?
today.
Well, tell us why.
Because I have a huge announcement.
Let's hear it.
Starting today, I am officially the Hispanic Outreach Coordinator for the city of Jacksonville.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What great news.
I am really honored and excited to start this new position, to represent my Hispanic. It's the fastest growing demographic here in Jacksonville, and I am ready to start some good trouble.
You are going to be amazing.
Yes, so
I can't think of a more
super
enthusiastic ambassador. We had an ambassador in here just a minute ago, but you're going to be a great ambassador.
Gracias. So I'm excited. Estoy emocionada. So look out, world.
Congratulations.
But let's get to what we're here for. We're here to talk about what's going on here in the 904. Thanks to Cre8jax, the owner, Tony Smilegich, who puts up a list every Thursday of what's going around in Jacksonville. Follow us on our website on cre8jax.com, CRE8jax.com. But today is Thursday. It's the third Thursday of the month.
What does that mean?
It's Sip and Stroll.
Sip and Stroll.
I love Sip and Stroll. To me, it's the adult version of Art Walk. It's at South Bank River Walk from 5 to 8 p.m. completely
the adult
free.
Version of Art Walk.
I do. I feel
That's great.
I mean, you can bring your kids. I'm not saying. I just feel like it's one of those, like, it's more
grown
adult.
up.
Yeah, more grown up.
Gotcha.
You sip. You literally do that. You sip and stroll throughout South Bank River Walk, and there's live music. One of my favorites, Let's Ride Brass Band, will be out there, and Groove Coalition. I love them. Shout out to Tommy from the band. And don't forget that at the end, you could go to the DoubleTree pool deck with the Hush Hush Silent Disco.
I know you're a fan of the silent disco.
I am a fan. Listen, I took my cousin. He was here in Puerto Rico, visiting from Puerto Rico. He's never done a silent disco, and it was a whole new world for him. He fell in love with it, and that's what I love about Jacksonville, is that we get to introduce our visitors to cool new things like that. So check that out. That's a Sip and Stroll. All right, and let's talk about St. Augustine Amphitheater, the band that's playing there. It's Widespread Panic.
WSP, man, they are a cult favorite. So they're from Athens, Georgia, I think. And they always do like a multi-night stand, incredible musicians. And the people that go are there literally all 3 nights.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it is a...
So they have a huge following then.
Oh, enormous, yeah.
Yeah, it says it's been around for 30 years, a span of their 30-year career.
Yeah, they are a legend in their own time. So people really appreciate their musicianship, and they also just kind of worship and follow them. They're kind of like a Grateful Dead of a different sound.
I love that. I'm going to have to check it out. Do you know that the third biggest population here in Jacksonville is Filipinos?
Is that right?
Yeah, it is. We have so much history here in the Filipino culture. Well, this Friday at the WJCT studios at 6 p.m., they're going to be showing Nurse Unseen. It's
documentary.
It's a documentary
I saw a trailer for that, yeah.
I'm excited. It's a documentary about a little-known history of Filipino nurses and their contributions and sacrifices on the front lines during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, it's a really extraordinary story. I mean, they explore, I saw the trailer, but they look, at kind of the history of that migration, particularly to the West Coast for people in the medical profession. Yeah, and so many nurses were on the front lines during COVID. A lot of them sadly lost their lives, but it looks like a really cool film. Well,
we thank them for that and for their sacrifice. And if you want to check that out, that's going to be Friday, tomorrow at WJCT Studios at 6 p.m.
Excellent.
Have you been to the River Taxi? Have you done any River Taxis?
River Taxi is fun. It's a great way to see the city, and especially if you're like us and we don't have a boat, having an opportunity to jump on somebody's boat and see the city from the water, it's super cool.
And now they could serve alcohol. Before they weren't, so now it's even better. Yeah, now they have beer and wine license. So check that out. Listen to this. If you don't have anything going on this Saturday, it's the River Taxi tour of Arlington Riverfront. All right, you get to see the houses from the vantage point.
We were talking about this on the show this week. It's going to be looking at the architecture and kind of the history through scenic Jacksonville's eyes of Arlington. It sounds like a really cool adventure.
I love it. Anything that's on the water, I'm here for it. So check that out. If you've never been on the river taxi tour, this is one to do. Is this Saturday starting at 9:30 a.m.
I think we have time for just one more quickie.
One more. Okay, what do we want to talk about?
You want to do inclusive hockey, the Jacksonville Icemen?
Yes, a shout out to Megan Haywood, who's one of the owners, and it's Women History Month, so that's why I'm giving her a shout out. But it's hockey is for all night. It's Jacksonville Icemen. It's starting at 7 p.m. this Saturday. It's at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. They're taking on the Greenville Swamp Rabbits.
Yeah, and some of each ticket goes towards River City Pride. So.
Oh, that is amazing. I love when there's collabs like that.
Yeah. Well, you can find much more information on the CARdona website.
Yep, CRE8jax.com. Follow us on social media, and you can follow me on my page, Jaja Love Jax.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here.
Gracias.
Great to see you. Congrats on the new job.
Gracias. Have a great weekend, everybody.